Hey, this is Phyllis. I know that you have a question on what a personal assistant can do for you. And the answer is really simple. Pretty much anything. Anything that you can think about, they will be able to do for you. So you're like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, as for me, my personal assistant, I don't really like Trello board, organization, spreadsheets, documents. So I only really just communicate with them through my WhatsApp. So what I do is I just created a WhatsApp group. Sometimes I have multiple of them depending on what are the business that you want, if you want to kind of sub-organizing them. But for me, I have a WhatsApp group with my VA, and what I do is every day I just do a brain dump onto her, right? Just on my phone. And on WhatsApp, there is also this thing called the voice note. So if let's say, you can see this is on my assistant chat. And then right here, there is a microphone right here that you can press, and you can just leave a voice note and say, hey, Phyllis, hey, Monique, I need you to do this. Remind me Tuesday at 2:00, I need to get that done. Can you research on Amazon for me for this, right? That's what I would do. And then afterward, they can just listen to it. Then you can press, and you can just leave a voice note and say, hey, Phyllis, hey, Monique, I need you to do this. Remind me. So every morning, I pretty much are doing my brain dump on there. Like, oh man, I need to do this morning. I need to do that this morning. And then what they do is then they will put it into a Trello board or spreadsheet or whatever Monday, whatever way that you prefer. And then what they do is then they will remind you, hey boss, at 2:00 you have an appointment, 3:00 you have this, 4:00 you have that. You told me to research this and I already did that for you, right? So then they will tell you what your day is, right? And sometimes what I do is I have a receipt, right? So what I would do is I would take a picture of it, whether you're using Cam Scanner or WhatsApp. Again, WhatsApp is simple, just take a picture of it and I just send it to them, and then they will organize it, put it into Google Drive or Dropbox for me to get me organized. Again, they can obviously check your emails, like if you do trust them very well and give them a lot of guidance, right? And guidance, again, we do give them, the basic guidance already. But what we also need we need you to do is just customize it. Well, this is what Mario would like, right? This is what Felipe would like, right? This is what Martine would like, so how would you want them to check it, right? How do you want them to label it? Right? Like for me, how Phyllis will like it on my email management is if you do not process that email, make it unread. So that whenever I read my email, I'll go through all the unread first. When you are archiving the email, just archive them, but with a label that you archive it, so now I can see all the emails that you archive. Right? When you send an email, it has to sound exactly like me, not you, but me, right? It has to sound like me. So you need to go into my sandbox and look at how I answer my email, check the pattern, and then do that. At the very beginning, I would tell them to please put all that into Dropbox so that I can read them through before I send them out. If not, they will just have to say, hey, this is Jonaline, Phyllis's assistant. She's away right now, cannot answer you. We will make sure that she answers you back as soon as possible. So whichever way, they can reply for you directly or indirectly, right? So again, they can do email management, calendar management, help you pay all your bills. One of my VA had my credit card. So what she do is she just make sure that she used that card to pay for all my bills. So we know that in and out is from her. Obviously, if you do give them a credit card, I would suggest you to get a text message notification on your phone or email notifications, and the way you can see what transaction is out there. They also help me check my fraud on my transactions, so in the way I know that, hey boss, this membership seems to be every month, but you're not using it. What is going on, right? So you can do that too, right? And then what else? And then you can also do a pretty much just anything, I know one of the they just get the VA to call their parents every day. Hey moms, how are you doing? Do you need me to order you anything, or any food, any drinks, right? Some of the plats is like, well, some of the business owners, they're busy, so they don't have time to eat lunch or dinner, so or get a Starbucks coffee. So then the VA will actually deliver, the food to their office or their home, so that they will have food to eat, right? Some of them are using them as a bookkeeper, right? Like I said, keep the receipt, right? Log it into your book, making sure that all your transactions going well. So at the end, year end, the bookkeeper can, help you with, the correct book. Again, some of the virtual assistants also have social media background. So what they can do is they can obviously help you with, you can connect, get them connected with your Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, so that they can help you respond to some of those social media, add some friends in there, right? And whatever that you can think about on social media, maybe say happy birthday to everyone, right? And things like that. So again, there's a lot of ways that you can think about. Technically, whatever that a computer can do that you prefer not to do, they will be able to get it done for you, right? So again, if you think about any other, if you have any other question, again, feel free to reach out. I know that your talent manager is really amazing, and they most likely will know the answer. If not, they will obviously let me know, and I will give you the answer too. But again, anything that you can think of, even apply, get your air ticket, your room, your hotel rooms, right? Apply for a certificate for you, even file your franchise tax return, file your 1099s, return for all the people, right? Create software, CRMs, right? Can call and schedule an appointment for a restaurant, a nails spa, again, whatever you can think about, that can be done through a computer, they definitely can do. Some of them need a little bit more guidance, some of them don't, but the good news is if they are in our 30 days, within the 30 days, they can obviously reach out to us and ask, or if they're in the monthly coaching, right, then obviously they always have resources to us on asking what they need to do and how, okay? But anyway, I love you all very, very much. If you have any other questions about how to utilizing them, please let me know. And one last thing, I apologize. It's okay to be messy. It is very okay to be messy, and let them help you get organized. Don't wait till you're organized and then give it to them. I know you're unorganized. Find somebody that's organized and get them to organize for you, whether it's your Google Drive box, your mails, your whatever it is, your emails, get them to help you get organized, because that is why they are here for. If you're organized, then they won't be able to use their organization skills. So embrace that. If you're unorganized, if you're lazy, you love to leverage just like me, right? Then this is going to be working out beautifully for you. All right. Anyway, I love you all very much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.